do a little of that, and begin. Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of SimAirport in early access. I'll welcome you aboard the channel. Of course, as usual, on the screen there, you'll see where we are on YouTube, which is where you should be watching us. Make sure to follow us, like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your support. Follow us on Twitch, _train_games. Join us on Discord to extend the discussion offline at a-train space games. And your support of the channel is always welcome because I get nary a penny from YouTube for the hundreds of hours of content I've put on here. PayPal.me/A-Train-Games or on Patreon at A_train. Appreciate you being here. Also, make sure when you do go to Discord, you can check out my Steam library and make suggestions or requests for games you might like to see. We've got a request in for some Derail Valley from Alex, my train buddy. We may well be doing that here before too long. So, enough of the Willy Foo-Foo stuff. Let's get over here. And let's see. It looks like all that's good. We'll turn that on. And we'll kick it over here. Okay, so we're going to jump back into our summer airport. And we got a message back from one of the devs, our viewer dev guy. And Josh, I believe is his name. And he told us how to fix this. So if you remember last time, we had a problem where arriving packs dumped into the ones that came in on the buses from the B gates over here. Dumped into this departure lounge and got stuck. Meanwhile, the departing passengers, because genius, were all slumming around in baggage claim, which made no sense whatsoever. So what he said was there's some issue with this deal where packs can use a sidewalk, can't use this, got to use that, blah, blah, blah. So the fix was to remove the one tile of road, remove the crosswalk, remove the one tile of road, put in sidewalk, put the tile of road back in, put the crosswalk back in, and voila. Problem solved. So we're good to go. This concept works. So that's the key. So if you're going to do this, where you have a separate building, and I imagine we could cut the building back to here and here, but I'm kind of wanting to simulate the idea that this is actually going through the building, because you can't just do that quite yet. But that's the concept: is you put down sidewalk first, and you build road over top of the sidewalk, so the people will walk on the sidewalk, and then you can put the crosswalks in because it should look like it's. There he is, right there at the gym. Our hero Joshua. On either side, NAD sidewalk. Yeah, so if you're listening, you know what I did. I just took out the tile of road and put in crosswalk, or put in sidewalk, and then put the road back in over the sidewalk, and then put the crosswalk back over the road. So we got a triple sandwich there. We got sidewalk, road, crosswalk. Boom. Looks like it should, acts like it should. Nobody's left. Everybody's gone home. And we can try to get back to making money with our flight bonuses. Now we squared that away. So the question becomes what to do next. Okay, hey, since I've got you here, Josh, I'm going to push this. I'm going to push this idea because actually I brought it up like 2 years ago. Let's be able to make this underground. The spawn points at the ends of the road and the railroad. I mean, you can run road underground, right? With the road ramp, right? So the concept is the same. The idea is just basically what we did over here. What I did here was we essentially stacked 3 pieces of art, right? Because you got ground. So we put crosswalks, which we know the packs know how to use, right? Then we put road, which the vehicles know how to use. Then we put in crosswalks, which the packs, I don't know if it's just art or if it's functional. But the concept is this. If you pay maybe $500,000, that's a nice big chunk of money. and you just basically would create a situation where you'd have tunnel like this. Wait, I want to make sure I go far enough to do this. Say, yeah, 12 tiles. And then some retaining wall. Of course, this side would have to do the same thing, but have the width. Okay. But the road disappears at this point. All this is hidden. And then you could build taxiway or runway across over top it. So the spawn points get hidden underground. And maybe you could even extend this, further. I don't know. But if you could do that at the edges of the map, right? You see what I'm saying? Is essentially all you're doing is placing a piece of art over top of the spawn points and then giving it the capability. I mean, you could redesignate it as being on level B1, basement 1, and then you could build runway across it or taxiway, and then you could connect both sides of the map. It's realistic. It seems pretty straightforward to me because your spawn point's still going to, vehicles are still going to spawn there. It doesn't matter if you can see them or not. And then, boom. In theory, you could do that really anywhere along the road, I would think, right? So if you wanted to build a taxiway, well, I don't want to do that. Do planning, doofus. If you wanted to build a taxiway across here, it'd be essentially the same thing. You give room for the additional road, right? And then you build out just what looks like a retaining wall, kind of like that. And on the rail side, do-do. I like the idea of there being room for a service road with it, though. So, because most runways have service roads that go, or taxiways have service roads. So say, you go 2 tiles and then you have a service road like this for vehicles to drive along. And then you have the same deal. And it's do-do. And it looks like that. Right? Can spawn, reach despawn, and it can be opened up to whatever you like. But the LRT needs more change than that. It's probably some metro. Okay, so I have a question in this regard. Is the LRT that we see here on the map, on the screen, is the assumption that it is at ground level, at grade level? And that's why people can just walk across the tracks arbitrarily, somewhat, and then walk directly into, a road. Oops. And then, because in my estimation, the LRT should be elevated. And then PAX would go downstairs, escalators, elevators to ground level, and then cross the road. So, but as far as it's depicted and what we see in the game, and I'm not trying to push an agenda or anything. There's some logic to saying let's have it elevated. It could run at grade level all through here, but the minute you put a station in, it raises it up, it builds a station, and that way you can get downstairs because you want to be able to. You don't want to walk across the track, stand on. I gotta wait for traffic. Train, blam. A tram on separate tracks. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It is what it is. It's a method to move past PAX en masse. Oh, no. No, it can be elevated at the station, is what I'm saying. It's just some aspect of this needs, either you've got to go over the tracks and over the road. If I'm thinking about just like Dallas area rapid transit, DART light rail, you walk at some stations, you do walk across the tracks to get to a central island platform, right? I'm not suggesting that you would put a station in front of a runway, or you would try to run the tracks over a road. or taxiway. It's just a matter of how does the platform interface with ground level and with the road, right? You see what I'm saying? And in a realistic manner. Yeah, well, okay, and not to point out what the competition does, but you know, airport CEO found a very novel way to do that, and that's they faked it, right? They essentially said, let's get the ramp, for example. They essentially took a piece of art that looks like this and said, here, build this, and it's a spawn and despawn point for PAX, and that's the metro station, right? Because that's what they did. You can't, you guys could essentially do the same thing or not. But I mean, that's how they did it. They faked it till they made it, right? But I mean, I like the idea of above ground. I, I like the idea of metro stations. If you're appealing to an international audience, clearly you're in Germany, right, or somewhere in Europe. So we have metros here in the United States. We have train systems, both heavy rail and light rail. Hey, David Nielsen, how are you? We have both light and heavy rail, which is light rail is usually electrically powered, lighter rail cars, and heavy rail is usually diesel powered, for those who may not know the distinction. Typically, though, they all run on 4 foot, 8.5 inch gauge, standard gauge tracks. So you have those interfacing at airports. You have monorails, and then you have these vehicles, which is, it's essentially a track-like system, and then you have vehicles on wheels. So it's kind of I don't know. It's like you were talking about. It's not actually a tram. It's kind of like a tram that's in its own. Hey, Ronald Garcia, welcome aboard. How are you? So you've got all these different modes of let's air quotes train transportation to get people around, much less to and from the airport. The issue, the two issues I see is if you're going to maintain this structure with the LRT and the road on the left side of the map, on the core map. Hey, Jason Murphy, welcome aboard. Then doing something like this, allowing players to pay $500,000 to create a tunnel to build taxiway or runway over top of it seems pretty straightforward to me. Adding metro stations seems like a non-brainer if you do it, again, the way a CEO did it, and just modify the art from the road ramp and say, here's your entrance to the metro. Just put a sign on there that says metro, and it becomes a spawn despawn point for passengers and workers. That's I mean, how easy would that be to create? I mean, I don't know, but it seems like it'd be pretty straightforward to establish my biggest thing about this setup, and it's been this way from the get-go until the LRT was added. Yeah, open up the main, but here's the thing. It's that every single map looks the same, right? That's issue one. Issue two is, do you bring the mountain to Muhammad or Muhammad to the mountain? In saying that, do you build a road and then build the airport based on that road? Or do you start building an airport and you build the roads based on the airport? And this is part of the issue I have with the cost to the airport for metro and for bus service and rail service. Local governmental agencies know where the people want to go to and from. The local businesses pay for public transportation via their tax structure. But here we're directly billed for rail service to an airport, which we know people want to come to. right? So why do we got to be the bitch? You know what I'm saying? But it's a design flexibility thing, and what I would really like to see is take a map, and if you're going to have this rigid structure here, because the way I see it, you start building the airport, and then you build the trains into the airport. And the metro station as a placeable gives the player slash CEO slash the builder the flexibility without this rigidity over here. Does that make sense to everybody? So if you're going to maintain this, then I suggest this and this. The ability to create a piece of art that acts like a tunnel that creates a layer that, okay, vehicles know they can go underneath it. They just ignore it. They just do what they do. It almost has nothing to do with the vehicle operations. And then it allows the player to build runway or taxiway connecting their international terminal over here with their domestic terminal over here via taxiways. Or maybe give us a couple more map options. Have the roads come in, all I'm trying to do is not add additional programming, like, because I'd love to see you be able to do a curved road, but then again, I'd love to see curved terminals and curved taxiways and be able to do runways at 45-degree angles. But that's all. Why not open the main road up, which can simply include moving the spawn nodes? Well, yeah. I mean, how cool would it be just to have a road? Here's the ultimate issue. Ultimately, you guys have gotten. Now we have multiple pickup and drop off points in the game, right? Which is great. Awesome. So I'm going to build my terminal out here. Something like that. And maybe I'm going to have part of it here and part of it here. So then my roads, and then, we have your gates and stuff all along over here, what have you. Right? So, but then you also have gates over here and, and at the top, right? Up in here, up in here, up in here. So then you have a runway at the top, you have a runway at the bottom, or maybe you have dual parallels over here on the east, and that's all well and good. And you can take the road and you could say, all right, left turn, Clyde. We're going to run this way with it, and then we're going to run this way with it, and then we're going to run back to the main road this way with it, and then we're going to build a bunch of parking in here, which I just saw last night. I figured out how you can charge for parking, which is swell. And then you're going to have drop-offs here, here, and here. Well, that still leaves us with this train situation. Instead of a train that runs in and then stub ends, maybe underground, which is where the ploppable solution comes into play, right? Say you just plop a metro station right there, or even right here, or both. Boom. Problem solved. Game over. You're done. You don't have to worry about this train track thing, this thing. That you don't have, now it's no longer an issue. And now you're looking at like a more realistic design, because otherwise, if I build this, I've got to get hundreds of packs from here over to here, which means I either have to, first off, you logically have to get them across the road, which is goofy in its current iteration. And then I could go underground and I could use people movers to expediently move them. Okay. And have some additional walkways in case someone wants to get their steps in. But logically, the train would cut in and then cut around and do this number. Or it would just come in stub end to a station, and then cut back out like this, like a DFW airport. I think that's what they do, because you have light rail comes in, and now you have the new heavy rail comes in. I'd not like to have just a plop it and done. It's too simple. It means no way to make it a game mechanic. Okay, but it works. The issue then, though, okay, I see your point. The issue is, if this is ground level and this is our metro ploppable, and we know that's a spawn despawn point for packs, right? Hey, Nicholas Huffnagel, welcome aboard. If this is a spawn despawn point and it's a ploppable and it says metro on it, that's great. But the question is, what's there? And what's there? Where's the actual train? Because in reality, if you had a metro station here, the train's underground. Well, guess what, genius? That means it's going to be blocking your ability to make, footpaths or lay conveyors or fuel lines across that spot. So that is a legitimate point from the, mechanic standpoint. I'd rather make the main road open, include spawners, let the players place the LRT rail. Think about where to place it. Yeah, I mean, let the players have the option or opportunity to do something creative with the map, because quite frankly, the map's gotten boring because you're limited every time by the same aspect of it. You can build a terminal on the west side of the railway, but you can't get planes from the west to the east, or vice versa, right? So that's what this suggestion, this whole deal is about, is a way to bridge that divide. And I mean, because you're going to have access to the outside world somewhere, somehow. The question is how. So, and I don't know. I'm of the opinion, as a start, I could see this tram thing being a ploppable, but I think you could also do what I was just suggesting and saying there's a tram station, but what's underground? Well, newsflash, there's 2 sets of tracks that come in like so, and then there's a platform in the middle, and oh, by the way, you might actually want to put you need stairs and escalators up to the ground level, so we got to put that here, and this all runs out there and then ties into the main line over there somewhere. And so now I can't build anything in this space. I have to either go under it or over it. And hey, is this the real life? I mean, I guess you could say this could be B level 3. I mean, you've got B2. You could drop it to B2. They do make that stuff deep underground. Hey, Equinox, welcome aboard. Howdy. Am I delaying you at the gym? Well, you've heard my thoughts on it. So, and you got my email. So feel free. We can discuss or talk about it anytime you want. Because, I mean, I just want to find ways to make things more interesting. And I know there's a list and a roadmap and all that stuff for the game. But to me, if you could find just a way to change the maps up just a little bit, and the way I just drew up that tram thing, I think makes it rather compelling. Put that on basement level 2. You can run conveyors, you can run walkway, you can run fuel lines above it, and people go down, or you could drop it all the way to B3, whatever, and it's done, it's taken care of. And then, you add another spawn despawn point, you add more flexibility to airport design, and address some other issues. So Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, if you look at you know, and you could have the trains come in at ground level, but allow it to run into building space, and then have basically a ploppable that says this is the train platform, and it takes up this much space, and then you have to build around it and build over top of it, and stuff like that. So I don't know. There seems like to me to be ways to do it, ways to get it done. Um, and I don't know what the priority list and everything is. But anyway, thanks for your help. I'll let you get back to your gym, your workout. So guys, for those of you just joining us, the other day we had the cluster where all our departing packs trying to get out here to the B pads. B1 is connected here, uh, but then we built this little remote, as it were, terminal with B2 and B3. That's these two ramps right here, and our arriving packs came in and were slumming around in the departure terminal. And our departing packs were slumming around in baggage claim, and neither one was getting where they needed to go. So what we found out is we took out this one tile. I mean, I could here. Let's just do it here. So basically, we took out this one tile of road, right, and we put in sidewalk underneath, and then we put road back over top of it, like that, and then we put crosswalk back over it, like that, and it worked because, as you can see, the terminal's empty. I ran forward today, and we're good to go. So, cool stuff. So our airport's back up and humming, and we got a bunch of money, and we figured out how to do the remote buses and stuff. We've established that all the vehicles will drive from road across taxiway. In fact, I was playing around. I built a scenario. Now, I may release this to you guys in the next day or two because I'm playtesting it right now. But basically, what I did was I designed an old Air Force base that your job is to convert into a new regional airport, right? And so it's kind of dilapidated. There's a bunch of hangars and um, um, there's a bunch of you know old structures and stuff around here and there and whatever. And it's just it from a looks standpoint, I think it looks really good. You know what? Hell with it. Let me show you. I can show you easier than. Whoops, cancel. Oh, I haven't done anything to this, so I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see. And then I converted it into a scenario. But it turns out that I may have made it a little too difficult. Here it is. That's the old air base. Now, does that look like an old air base or what? You got a runway down here, a main runway. You've got like one that used to be a runway but no longer is, and you've got taxiways, and you've got your terminal building up here, which actually, oh, is this me actually playing? No, wait. Huh. I don't remember which way this was because I think I had these two buildings separated initially. Um, but you've got old taxiway, you've got roads everywhere, you've got all the maintenance ramps and stuff down here and schmutz, and you've got the heavy ramp over here where maybe C5s came in and unloaded cargo, and um, you had the fuel area over here, and you had like your ready ramp for like KC-135 tankers, and some of those pads have now kind of gone to crap, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see the detail I went to. Um, and then you've got like the terminal building up here, and they've spent some money to buy it because the budget cuts at the Pentagon, the base kind of started getting a little shoddy. Maybe it went from active status to reserve status, and they decommissioned parts of it to save money. And yada yada yada. You know, the fighters moved out, the tankers were still there, and then um, you know, so you've got old ramp sections that are just kind of falling apart, and some that could still be used, but um, and then some of the buildings got stripped out of parts, and so you're kind of limited on what you've got, but you got some spare stuff sitting around and all that. And then you got, you know, maybe old housing or, you know, club or officers club, gym, you know, whatever structures, this maybe in the old control tower. So yeah, that's kind of what I put together. And now it's just a matter of figuring out the parameters for making it into a scenario, because I do have it set up with flights, and they are little ones. It's uh, it's just little prop jobs. I think there's one E195 here somewhere. There it is. So there's one jet. So the idea is you start with about $50,000, which unfortunately that's the minimum you can start with. I would have had it start with zero and said, okay, use what you've got on site, because there's little Easter eggs and stuff gathered around all over the site, and you could dismantle stuff. But I'll tell you, in playing it and having to dismantle it, it sucks because it takes away from the character of the place. I mean, it looks like an old airbase, and then all the stuff you deleted and sold all the shit because you needed the money. It's like, ah, crap. Now we've taken away from the idea of it being an old airbase, because the thought process is, you know, if you can get, you know, these pads up and running here, then maybe you add a little something here or something here and start running buses out to the larger pads, and you can bring in other airplanes there. And it's just, you just have to, you can change it in the .airport file. Oh, you could change what, the minimal amount of money that you can have. You know what though, and I'm on the verge of bankruptcy. I've played 2 weeks on it in the game scenario setup, and I've got to add in some more financial rewards, because the issue is the taxation is insane because of the amount of development. And what we need to do is kill the taxation, because it's chewing up like $50,000 a day. I mean, right there you can see 21,000 in property tax. But once I have this up in a scenario, it's like 46,000 a day in taxes, and it's next to impossible to break even. I got to the point where I was 3 hours short of bankruptcy, and finally broke even to reset the doomsday clock. So I've got to do some work to. I think the map is pretty sound, but I got to do some work in the parameters. Um, I don't want you to be able to get a loan, because the government decided to sell the base. They sold it to local authorities, you know, the county, the region, whatever, the Economic Development Bureau, and they've said, okay, we're going to put some money into this. Okay, we've got the runway working, we've got some of the taxiways working, we got a gate, you know, or two, and we've kind of refurbed a little bit of the terminal building so we can get some flights in here. But then you have to take over from there. Um, so, and there's some creativity involved. There's some Easter eggs all over the place, and you just have to get a little bit creative. I would love, Nicholas, or excuse me, Josh, guys, to take this pad or this pad and make it a cargo pad, because I'd have cargo down here. You could have cargo here too. The idea here is this is a cargo. This is where the big planes came in and dropped off cargo and stuff, and then it got processed in this hangar over here. But if you guys go back and you look on maps, like I was using Austin Bergstrom Air Force Base kind of as a model, and the difficulty is, back in the day, a lot of today's airports, at least in the United States, are built on land that was a World War II airfield of sorts. Love Field in Dallas was a training base. I didn't know that till recently. Um, Austin Bergstrom International Airport was an Air Force base. Amarillo Their Amarillo, Texas, their airport now is Rick Husband Airport, named after the late astronaut who was aboard the Shuttle Challenger. It was an air base. So the thing was back then they didn't really understand all the wind stuff and everything. So you'd have a runway going this way, and you'd have a runway going this way, and you'd have a runway going this way. So you got runways going, usually in a triangle pattern. If you look at Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama, that was built on a World War II training base, and so you have triangle-shaped runways, 3 runways at, was that 100 or 120-degree angles to each other? Hey, Dan Walsh, welcome aboard. So anyway, you see lots of remnants like this. This was a taxiway that's been kind of torn up, chewed up and whatever. The key is understanding recyclable materials within the game and what you can get and get back. So I actually found a couple of minor bugs too in the storage stuff that I need to look at and see. But yeah, so this is a little scenario I'm kind of playing around with, and you guys may see that up on the workshop before too long. So something to think about. All right, so now let's get back to what we were doing and see what we want to do here. We can start rolling forward. You see we got 3 of our 6 tracks completed. We do have a crap ton of money. We do have fuel coming in. Yeah, Google Earth is great. Yeah, use the satellite imagery on Google. You can use Google Earth or Google Maps, and go from there. Oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, cool. What's our fuel situation here? We have almost. All right, we're full at 1.87 million liters. And wait, what's the daily demand? Not very much. So there's really no reason for us to have a recurring order until we get this. Yeah, because basically we have almost a week's worth of fuel on hand. But the key is watching that and saying, buy once it's below. I just like the days when buy it 65, 70 cents a liter, sell it for $1.50, make millions of dollars. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, they may not have historical images. Yeah, that's true. But if you're just looking for the imagery and just looking for an overlay and say, oh, look, I see the modern runway here, but I can also see where they had one here and they had one here. Stuff like that. And there could be, I guess they have it interlaced with the imagery. Yeah, so Google Earth is probably a better platform for that. So we don't need to dink around with the fuel system. Oh, you know what? I do have the parking thing figured out. Ha ha! That makes me happy in my pants. Parking. Let's make some money off parking, shall we? I think we shall. The question is, where do we put it and how? So let's do a little planner rating here. Wait, first off, let's see what car parking. Wait, that's a single spot. That's $750, and then there's a 5 spot. Okay, I'll take the discount. Working with the road structure as we understand it, what we'll need to do here is plan, because failure to plan is planning to fail. First off, let's check the roads. Where did our, oh, there's like no marking on the road now. But now we know where we need to be. All right, so okay, good. Well, wait a minute. Good, but not good. That's 4 tiles. Okay, very good. So we need to come 6 tiles down. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to be, parking space right there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to make a road like this. And then we will what's the width here? Car. Okay, we need to drop back 2 tiles. 1, 2. Actually, no, we don't need to do anything. It's perfect, right where we are. So we make the road go like this. All right. And then the idea is, how many of these things can we plop in here? So we put 1, 2, 3. We put a bunch. All right, so let's start building our roads, because where we're going, we don't need roads. Boink, boink, boink. All right, boink, boink, boink. Beauty. I think that'll work. And oh, like we knew what we was doing. There we go. Cool beans. So let's clear that planning schmutz out of the way, because we got this figured out. Boys, hit it. Na 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 na. Oh, wait. All right, we're gonna ditch that bush. Throw some sidewalk in here. Like that. A little awkward along here, but that's okay. And then, wait, what? Oh, whoops, yeah, that's right, duh. Because of that. Is it a 4? Can't remember, it's 3, yeah. All right, so there we go. Now people are using the sidewalk. Swell, that's working splendidly. Now, here's the thing. Click on it. $7.50 an hour park. Boom. And people are using the sidewalks. That's terrific. So let's do crosswalks. Let's say, I don't know, kind of want to figure out, do that there, that there. Paint it, boys. All right, terrific. We're kind of jammed in that space there. But clearly, we could make a freaking mammoth parking lot. Now, here's the thing. Can you plop this? Oh, let's find out. If I build a foundation, would you like to build a snowman? Let's say we build road here. Build that like that. And we're going to build some foundation. So what I want to see here is there any way for us to build a car park underground? All right, so that's blocked by the wall. So then, apparently we can't, unless, is there a way to build road over foundation? So if we dismantle that, the NASCAR pit crew goes to work. What if we expand this to this? Do. Do you want to be in pictures? Da da da. See, things are working splendidly. People are going out to the plane, they're getting on the plane. Plane's boarded, plane's out of here. Out frickin' standing. What the hell is going on here? Oh, we got lines at security. They're not long lines. Like a dozen people in a line. Now we're going to have to add security here. We're getting pretty popular here, boys. Our airport's starting to kick ass and take names. All right, so let's dismantle this wall. And then... So we can't build that. What if we... We can't dismantle that. I'm trying to figure out if we were to build a road ramp down, could we build underground parking? And would you have to build foundation to do it, and then build, you know, put the car park on it like as a ploppable? You know, basically you build foundation under, because I know you can. Wait a minute, that's not how it works at all, is it? What a dumbass. Hang on. I think I just answered my own question. What an idiot. Hang on, A-Train. Just build the damn thing like it's supposed to be built. Duh. Build a ramp down. Wait, I forget. Is this... Which way is which? Is this the going... That's going underground, I guess? Okay, and then this should be the part coming out. Objects. Construction, idiot. What a moron. Hey, just do it the way it's supposed to be done, stupid. Oh, well, that's easy enough. So you'd pull underground, like so, and then block by nearby fence or wall. Of course, it's got to be built. Get it built, boys. Let's go. Because it's built like a tunnel. Okay. So then... Alright. So if that's there, then in theory... I put this here. In theory, I could take all this wall out here, and then I could plop the parking spot in there. In theory. I didn't make it big enough. What a moron. What another maroon foundation. Let's try this again, guys. Sorry. We're learning stuff. We're learning the wrong way to do it. We're getting to the right way by doing it wrong. And there, oh, that's out frickin' standing, people. I like it. Okay, good to go. All right, so now we know the how. Now we know the how. So now we're going to demolish all this shit. And get back up here to ground level. Dismantle, because we're not going to have parking here. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do some work with the fuel lines. That's doable. Utilita. Actually, I have it running around the terminal, and that's really the wrong way to do it. The way I should have it going is this way. I should have it running to the air side. Over here somewhere. That looks good. And boom. Just like that. Swell. Okay. All right. So then we're getting lots of people parking here. All right. So let's dismantle. Clear and close. Dismantle. We are going to build an underground parking garage. dun, 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 dun. Car, go away. You, with the blue SUV, go away. Don't go away mad, just go away. Now, I take it in building the underground parking garage, we are going to have to find a way to connect it so that people can get up here to do what they need to do. Oh yeah, our security's getting a little eaten up here, isn't it? Nuts. Yeah, we're kind of getting our ass handed to us here a little bit. Maybe, hang on. Maybe we're getting behind from the get-go, so let's do Securita early days. Let's add more capacity to early days. What's late evening look like? Let's add more to late evening too. Early days. And then let's check our staff. Early days. We'll open you up early. That should do. Our flights are, I mean, we're really starting to pick up more flights. So hopefully we don't get backed up from the get-go. Okay, are we done here with our, we're done with our construction project? Looks like it. All right, so now we can go over here and nix all this crap. Dismantle. Cool. All right, boys. Clear all that schmutz up, and we'll be good to go. Then we'll have all this space. So what we're going to do, hey, you, disappear. Go away. I have a plan. Deal with that. Our boys just coming along. Yep, they're taking out the pipeline still. That's fine. Okay. Start your job. Somebody's got to do it. This guy's got to go away. Of course, now he's stuck. Now he can't do anything at all. That was dumb. All right, so we got a vehicle hung up. All right, so we'll have to deal with the vehicle hung up here. I wonder if I just fix road back in place here, if he'll drive off. If I put one car spot. Hey, what's going on? Alex, how are you? Yeah, this guy's like traumatized or had a heart attack or something. Yeah, okay. That's fine. All right, so let's do this. Let's just do the old simple bug fix Rooney, because I created that situation, so oops. All right, let's just do a quick save. This is going to be 7. Doink. And we'll reload it, and that should fix it up. Pardon me. Tower 3D Pro, Honolulu, and Seattle. Well, I did Seattle the other day. Did you not watch that? That was fun. I'm not a fan of SeaTac. I'm not a fan of the area. It's beautiful. There's just too many stupid ass people that live up there. Good. Car's gone. Hooray. Okay, cool. It just was a matter of, excuse me. What am I trying to say here? Getting planes across the active, right? Because there's the 3 runways. I didn't use the middle runway. And so we just have planes land on 3-4 left. And then give them their taxiing instructions. And have them hold short of runway 34 right. And the plane would take off. And then you stage a couple planes to cross over. And then zoom, zoom. Worked pretty swell. I like it. A couple of these in here. And trash bags. These guys would come. All right, we got our fuel refill. Got the fuel tanks topped off, guys. Why don't you put stuff in the dumpsters? Because the trash truck will be here in a minute, and you can just unload all the. Well, okay. See how that works, guys? See how that loop just worked? You just saw it in real time. Trash truck stops here. Delivery truck stopped here. Delivery truck took off. Nobody held anybody up. The fuel truck had previously come. Zoom. Good to go. That's why you do a little double loop setup like that. All right, cool. Now I can put this like this. And we'll do some more dumpsters like this. And we're actually going to reduce the size of the zone by 1 tile. Why'd you do that, A-Train? That way the trash truck doesn't pull beyond. I didn't like his nose sticking out there. That should stop him here. And we've tripled the capacity of the dumpsters. Okay, let's build a parking garage, shall we? I think we shall. So the idea here, and we're not going to do a huge one. We're just going to do one because we want to make it look cool. All right, so let's get traffic and shift over here, right? Road ramp down. Whoops. All right, so the green arrows are pointing the direction the traffic's coming from, I guess. Or is it supposed to be? Oh, no. Okay, I see what it is. Those are indicators saying here, you're green to go this way. Okay, so that'll drop us down there. Now, on the outbound side, somewhere down here, we'll have a road ramp up. What do you mean invalid placement? Pshaw. Let's just do. Yeah, there we go. Oh, because it's got to be ramped down. Oh, we'll do it back. We'll do it going up. I guess if I did road ramp up, technically it would go there. Okay. Not the most ingenuitive system. Hey, all right. Thanks a lot, bud. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the discussion. Enjoyed it. All right. So, Let's build some stuffs. Construction roads. Now, how wide does this need to be? 14, maybe? Actually, yeah. That's exactly how wide it needs to be. Sweet. Okay. So, what we'll do is we'll go double the width. All right, so we'll do one here, and we went one too far. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Shoot. Bollocks that up. All right. Now it's got to be built. Oops. Forgot about this little pipeline down here. I know you guys just did all that hard work, and here I am tearing it up because doofus. All right, do I have this right here? We're one tile off. Okay. All right, so now we need to set up for that there, which is 3 tiles deep. Okay. So planning. So we do 3 tiles deep, and that can be attached there. And then we have another one by it, 3 tiles deep, and then we need a road. Road's going to go here. Do I have this right? Yes, I do. All right, swell. All right, so road goes there. So then we do another 3 deep, 3 deep, and road. I'm going to have to move something. I didn't even have to go that far. Okay, then we go. I'll move this stuff here in a second. 3 deep, 3 deep. Wait a minute, this may work. Let's do that. Oh, I don't know. You may have to have a loop. I don't know if cars can go back against the grain. It's not the indication I was getting earlier. Okay, so what we need to do is pop back up to the surface. Construction road. A couple, 3 more there. Dismantle that. Demolish some of this. And up. Okay. Get all this done. I took the wall out there. Oops. Oh, well, I'm going to have to figure this out too, aren't I? I'm going to have people come up to ground level. So we're going to need some more foundation along that side anyway. That makes sense. Duh. Let's see, where's this going to bring us up at? Outside the bathroom. Sweet. Okay, so if we... Actually, let's just do this. And then we can just align it this way. Yeah. Stairway down right over here. Valid placement. Because there's stuff in the way? Is that what it's telling me? Nothing under it. Alright, let's see here. How bad we get killed on perfect ops. Not tomorrow, yesterday. Oh, we only had 4. That's not bad. Well, technically 5. Okay. That one's on B2, B2. Ah, the B2 gates being a problem. Alright, so part of our issue is the B2, B3 gates. Whoa, excuse me. Hello, Chick-fil-A. Cool. That will fix that. Oh wait, no, I can take all this out. I can't do that until I put foundation. No, wait. Okay, so I got to build foundation down here. Okay, and then we should be able to clear out the planning. Get out of the way. And then we do dismantle those walls. Hello. Those walls. Those walls. And then we do car park. And our first victims have arrived. Hooray. And huzzah. Here's the thing. They're blocked up here, so that's fine. That's easy enough to fix. We're actually going to put a sliding door. Cool. And they figured it out. Yay, us. Hooray. That's how you do an underground car park, boys. Do some crosswalk action like this, and like this, and like this. And then we'll fill in some tile to make it look neat. We'll charge people a bunch of money. Yeah, $7.50. That'll do. And let's see. Let's just put some tile. This will do. Shoot. Not laying tile under the road, stupid. That's dumb. Cool. So there you go. Now you guys see how to build an underground parking garage in SimAirport. Make sure you click on it, and then you use the slider, and it changes it for all of them. It's one price. One price fits all. All right. Now, where will that show up? It will show up in your P&L under transportation, parking, right there. There you go. That's it. So that's on the positive side of the ledger. So, cool beans. I like it. And it looks smooth, too. It's always good when you can make it look smooth. And you always got to be smooth, but you want it to look smooth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Not totally filling up, but it's getting busier. Okay, so now we've got some minor issues out here on gates B2 and B3. What I think we may need to do is extend the time on gate for the aircraft. That's an hour and a half. Hour and 45 minutes maybe. Yeah, let's give them an hour and 45 minutes. $10:45, $12:30. That's good. Just all the logistics involved here. Nope. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. $14:45. All right. Okay, cool. That should help that situation. We'll see as we go into the new day. But sweet, I like it. Parking garage is built. I mean, I guess we could add more this way, right? We could add a crap ton, really, I guess. Stretch. So what do you guys want to do now? So what have we learned? We learned we can do remote gates, and we figure out how to make people cross from one building to another over an active roadway by putting sidewalk down first, then the road, and then we can put the crosswalk over top, make it look pretty. So you can do a remote gate deal like this, right? Excuse me. I almost feel like we could add a second runway. I don't want to buy that land up here. We could build it down here. Move this taxiway over here. Shoot straight through the gap here. And then run this taxiway down here as well. That might work. Might be prudent. Only problem is then we need to probably need to add time on the gates. All right, security's backing up, but we did start early. So let's pause for a second. Yeah, there's only 4 packs going through security for this first flight. All right, so an hour to go. One of them's through. Another one's dinking around. 30 minutes to go. They're still not to the front of the line. Come on. 20 minutes to go. All right, they're going through. Zoom. Run, 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 run. Dummy, plane's late because of you. You're an imbecile. Why'd everybody else make it to the plane on time but not you? You had to be special, didn't you? You had to be special. Add a big runway. Here's the problem, though. First off, if I'm going to add a 240 tile runway, I want to make it a 250 tile runway. You can't do that on this map. There's 240. I got to go 250, right? So I could do a 240, but all you need to do is effectively buy this plot of land. I'd rather have twin runways here, because I'd rather push this runway up more, up to here, like that, and then have a second runway 30 tiles over from that. I'd rather have twin parallels for arrivals. Although on this game it's a little weird. I think you want to do arrivals on the near runway and departures on the far runway, because you want to get the planes to the gate as quickly as possible. But we can make it realistic. I mean, it's just a matter of extending the time on gate, and we can always build extra gates. Oh, wait. Excuse me. I had a thought. Okay, so the other day we were kind of talking about this, and what was my thought? I had a thought. What was the thought? I have to remember what the thought was. I think I remember what the thought was. I kind of remember what the thought was. I do remember what the thought was. Okay, here, check this out. All right, so you know how I talk about we want to stack our services, right, vertically, because you can, right? So everything here is on the ground floor, except we have the stairs up to board this aircraft right here, right? So that's how we stack services in a minimal amount of space and save money. Now, I think I figured out how to stack in depth too. And so essentially you need this same kind of setup we've got going right here. And excuse me. Pardon me. So here's the thought. Now that we know this works, okay, here's the thought. Let's get the planning tool out. You have wall, right? And then you have what is it, bus stop? Wait, this may not work. Hang on. Oh, I got to think about it for a minute. Think. Excuse me. Now, if the buses turn around, and it did, this could work. There could be another way to do this and make it work, but I don't know if this is going to work. My thought was you double stack where you have bus stops on the first floor along the wall, Kind of like this. How big's this thing? 4x8. Okay. So this would be the terminal wall. The idea is you'd have 4x8 bus stop, and then you'd have jetway going out to a gate, which would be right here. I mean, in theory, the wall would be closer because the road, you know, it wouldn't be that much. Hang on. Because here's the road, 2 tiles wide. All right, so we're close on this. 4x8. Okay, cool. Going to be a plan wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's the wall. All right, so that's the idea. And then the jetway. There may have to be one more tile here. Let's say theoretically we need one more tile there. Okay, and then get rid of this. Add this. Do this, right? All right, now for a large gate, we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's the door. I mean, we could have people walk out to it. If this were a ground level gate, that would work. It'd be just kind of like this. We just need the road to drive through this. And this wouldn't even have to be here. This could just be sidewalk. And then you build road over top of the sidewalk. And then put deal there. So, I mean, it's like you'd have one big waiting lounge here, right? And then you would have your 2 ticket desks or your gate agent desks here and here. And you'd have, you know, 2 more over here for this deal. However you want to align them. Excuse me. And then you'd have taxiway here. And then you'd have that the additional pads here. In theory, you could have road go like this, go like that, go like this. That would look legit. That would look legit, boys. Or, excuse me. Seems legit to me. Anybody have any questions? Anybody think that'd work? These are all proven things we've tested here that we've got going right here in this area. Packs being able to cross the street, right? Have this hooked up directly to the building. Bada bing, bada boom. Have just a big ass seating area there. This would be very European of us. Single taxiway. Or has anybody built this? Have you guys done this sort of thing and I'm just late to the party? Which wouldn't surprise me. So, excuse me. Why do I do this? Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Hell, it's kind of lined up where it is, isn't it? Yeah, the only thing is we'd have to have the runway all the way at the edge of the map. I don't think we can build it there. Oh, yeah, we can. Huh. Well, that's going to be the case. Then we're going to have to definitely redo security. Definitely have to do redo security. But that would seemingly work. I'm going to have to fart around with that offline or something. Well, guys, I'm not seeing a whole lot in chat, so I guess I don't know what you want me to do here. What else have I not done? Let's look at this government grants thing. So we've done remote gates. We've farted around with new systems. Security looks like it's violated right now because it didn't have people there, but it does. So now it's good to go. How close did we get to our timing? Hey, we got it. Wait, no, that's today. Stupid ass. Damn it. Seeing B3 blew, well, there was a gap afterwards. A3 was 1 pack short and 6 minutes late. That was 22 minutes late and 1 pack short. What the hell, people? Okay. I have an idea. Let's see here. See how we want to do this. Let's make things move faster and possibly alleviate a little bit of space and stuff. Build a store. Maybe. I have an idea. I want to see if we can get these outer gates on time. We got to build more security, which means we got to completely redo this upstairs portion and move security upstairs. Or I've got to move that hangar that's sitting right there in front of us, which I could do. Actually, that's probably not, this is probably the cheapest idea here. All we need to do is have a road running in front of it, right? So we just run a road like this. And then that hangar is 14 by 25, I think. So we do a road. Well, no, that's going to be here. Crap. I don't think it's going to work. It's only going to, it was about 10. 13, 14. Yeah, we would have to move that wall over 2 tiles, which we have a little bit of room to play with. So we could do it. Let's look here. Yep, the wall would have to move over 2 tiles. So to facilitate that, what we got to do, dismantle that. And then we can just put, we do our carpet. And truthfully, I mean, we could back the security zone up a tile. So then, all we do is move this wall over 2 tiles like that. Okay, I think we're good so far. Dismantle that. Demolish this. All good there. Now, let's go back to large hangar. That would work. So then we go construction. Boom. Like that. Oh, hang on. This may actually work out in a better way than I think. I have a plan. Now we'll get to the end of the day. We'll just demolish this hangar, flip it over here. And then it won't work that way. It's too wide. Yep, but this would work. That gives an additional vehicle spot. Excuse me. Pardon me. And let's see, what do we want to... So we got 5 baggage cars, 3 fuel trucks. We'll just assign a baggage car here. And then we will have this about squared away. We'll still have some space here we can build out to. Everybody's gone. That's all. There. All right. So assign vehicles, sell, 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 sell. Dismantle. You know what? What am I doing? Cancel this. Instant build. Dismantle. Large. Put it right up there against the taxiway. That gives us some room. Boom. And there we go. Problem solved. So we got all this room here to expand. Foundation up to there. Like that. We can put a wall in like this. And then we can put, dismantle that wall like that. And then we do our carpet. Oh, did you know you could do this on Sandbox? You can instant build, just switch over and boom. Done. Do that. Let's see here. We need foundation. Now, we can't build any further than that, but we can get there. I mean, in theory, we could. We just got to take out that taxiway up there. But this is actually going to give us space. For oh, we're gonna have to redo it. That's okay. We're actually set to do this. Okay, guys, gotta make a quick pit stop. Be right back. Coffee talk amongst yourselves. Okay, let's see here. All right, so what we need to do here is a little scribble scrabble, dabble on the microphone I babble. And all right, guys, go away, go home. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix this anyway, so there's no worries. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is shift down one. All right, so we're gonna set up to dismantle all this. Crap! That's not. Damn it! There's your instant delete. What a retard. You moron. And I guess I'm going to have to rebuy all. Yeah, I'm going to have to rebuy all that stuff. What an idiot. What another maroon. All right, so now we just do one. I was going to do the copy and or clone. That would have fixed it, but nope, I had to screw it up royally. There we go. All right, there we go. And another ID check stand or two will probably help. Okay, so then we just got to fix this here. Let's see. What's my spacing going to be? Q's, shrink cube. Boop, boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it just so happens that works out. So, yeah, we need to. All right, so we're just going to have to get rid of all this. Yeah, there's no closer we can get. Not with this tile here. With this tile here, we can't build there. So we'd have to even get rid of this piece, which is no big deal because we could extend the road. And that's no big deal because we could run the road this way and turn this hangar, and then we could move the baggage depot. Not a big deal. We have options. We have options. So, what about a regional area? Have hallways down to multiple gates? Just the hallways? Can I redo security right now? Hi, Gustavo. Welcome aboard. How are you? Okay, so let's let me get this squared away here real quick, guys, and then we'll discuss objects, construction, dismantle, and all right, let me turn let's build back off. Expand queues. Excuse me. Cool. All right, so there's that. Now we got to do all the assigning crap. Oops. All right, so let's just do this as coach only. And assign here and assign there. And then we do this one. Take these people. These people. Maybe even these people. Okay. Shoot. Okay. I love the tower stuff in the background. That's cool stuff. Sign. 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 And there's your sign. Okay. We're going to do the little bit of hoopa-joop here with this. Let's just fix our carpet. Now notice I am getting charged for this. So, cool. All right, security upgrade complete. Turn this back off. Now we just got to get the staffing squared away. All right, so all right, day shift. Oh, this is staff. Securita. Day shift, good. Evening shift, good. late evening. I don't think we need all this. Okay, and then Graves. Got nothing. Okay, and then early days. We don't need all this up here. No, we'll do that. Okay, cool. So security now is all set. Okay, so now let's roll tide roll with that. And see, we shouldn't be getting a security indicator like that. Just because there's no staff on hand doesn't mean it's not secure. All right, research everything, build a store. Bad storm at the moment. Oh, no worries. Yeah, we've had rain here in Dallas. It's been great. Temperature's been like, it's supposed to be like 85 for the high today. It's terrific. Freaking late July and 85 degrees. It's awesome with rain. Oop, pause. Why is there someone on that gate agent desk? You should be home. Where's that trash? Nope, that's somebody working. Let's fix that. Oh, I think we had that set up just in case a flight went late off that gate. That's what, A2? And we don't even have anything that late off A2. If anything, it's A3 that we're close on time, but really we could actually pull that in a little bit. So that should get everybody out of the airport. Windows in the first class lounge. Oh yeah, we don't have windows there, do we? They can look out at nothing. Look out at the fuel tank, the fuel farm down the way there. Okay, so that covers that. We've got room here to expand the restrooms. All right. We've got additional restrooms here. We got additional restrooms here. We got non-secure restrooms here. We've added parking underground, which is sweet. Nice source of revenue, out of sight, out of mind. We got our gates over here. We're still trying to get back to our on-time bonus. We got close. B1, B1. Huh. All right, we'll see how it goes today. So, what else? Let's clear that out of the way. Let's clear this down here out of the way. I'm going to play around with this idea. It's not something you really see here in the United States, this remote gates thing. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of do. Okay, let me rephrase that. All right, so if you go back a few years, at DFW, when American Eagle still flew like their puddle jumpers, prop jobs, and they were off the low end, which is like gate A1 through 5, of the A concourse. There was a remote pad where you had like the 19 seaters come in, and I don't think Dash 8s ever went in there. I think they were just like, I mean, your 19 seat twin prop jobs. So But I don't remember if we took a bus out to them. Yeah, I think we did. It wasn't far. It was only a couple hundred yards, but still, it was a convenience of you get on a bus and ride out there, and then they loop around and then drop you off at the airplane. So, um, research everything. Okay. Okay, everything's researched. Oh, wait, upgrade buses. Ta-da! Panador, hey. Yeah, we were having a discussion kind of at the beginning of the stream about that because one of the devs was on talking about uh, the issue we had the other day with how we set this remote uh, departure lounge up to serve gates B2 and B3, and how arriving packs were getting stuck here and then departing packs were stuck over here. And what we found out was this was the issue. And what you got to do is the crosswalk is not what you need, although they need to fix that coding. But it's a 3-layer deal here. So you have the bottom layer, which is 4 tiles basically of sidewalk. Then you have the road piece over that. Then you have crosswalk over that. You don't have to have the crosswalk over that. The packs will go across the sidewalk, but it looks better to have the crosswalk. And you know I'm all about it looking good. So, oh shite! Oh, I done screwed the pooch here, boys. Oops. This is supposed to be baggage cars, isn't it? Whoops. All right, well, maybe that'll fix things. Oh, have we blown up our bonus? Oh, no, we haven't. Everything's been on time. Nothing about bags. Maybe they were still able to pull it off. Maybe I have too much. So. I just wish they would develop some new art. Yeah, oh, good God. Panadar. Seriously, dude? Do we need to go back to what, 3 years ago? When I took the pad and did artwork for a cargo pad. I mean, what the hell did they need? You know, it's like you can put a 7.6 on a large pad, right? That's all you need. Just put some freaking a lifter looking thingy there, and you got air stairs and a couple of lights here and here, and some of the little train stuff, and then like a fence along the edge of it. That's all you need. Boom, done. Look awesome. But I've got multiple issues with the. I mean, this is kind of cool. Man, I'm wanting to test this out though. You wanted to see a store? Yeah, no, I drew. I actually sent. I took one of the pads from the game, screenshotted it, took it into Microsoft Paint, and dinked around with it for a bit. And I posted it. Did I post it on the Steam Workshop, or I posted it in discussions? What the hell is this? Okay, that's cool. Steam. SimAirport. Anybody have the frequent flyer pack? Well, okay. Yes and no. I would submit to you they need a cargo pad of each size, because you have small cargo planes. You have 737s that are cargo planes. If you're going to have a 737, you could have a C-130. It's a cargo plane. You could have a Dash 8 that's dedicated cargo. But then you have 707s that are dedicated cargo too. And then you have 7.6s, you have A330s, and you have 7.4s. So I submit to you that you need all 3 sizes done as cargo pads. Community hub. Let's see here. Art. I wonder if artwork. Did I post an artwork? Nope. 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 Discussions. Excuse me. That's 2018. That was behind when I was doing it. That's 2019. 2017. Of course, there's been tons of pictures. What about Steam Workshop? Did I post pictures in the workshop? A-Train my files. Files I've posted. Come on, tell me I did this. Unscrewed. There's my version of John Wayne. There's my version of Dayton International. Huh. Yeah, DHL. I think DHL does. DHL uses 727s for cargo. So, you know. Oh, wait, I don't need that. I need. Where would I have posted this? I'm going to look on Hercules here. Hercules. Well, and that's a good point. But what I would suggest is you just need a parking ramp piece. It's just somewhere to park the aircraft. And in that case, what then you can do is not only have standby gates, but then you can have standby aircraft parked on the ramp. You need a place for people to overnight on the ramp. Well, where would I put this? Where did I put this? Let's see. Wait. Oh, wait. SimAirport. Wait. Two XL gates. Okay, hold on a second here. I may have just found it. And if I just found it, then we would be good to go. Screenshots, artwork, videos. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in my. Steam Community SimAirport discussions. Maybe ideas and feature requests. Cargo ramp. Yeah, this goes back. several years. Well, shoot. Let me see here. Open. Okay, that's not wanting to work. Come on, Hercules, work with me here. Cargo. Oh, wait a minute. Cargo container trailer. Oh, I think we're finding something here. Cargo cart. Cargo container trailer. These are things I think I created. SNA cargo ramp is going to be a picture from Google Earth, I think. Go pull it up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Brr. All right. More Pestily to watch. Damn it, Beavis. Oh, nothing there. Yep, that's the ramp at Santa Ana, which I kind of based things on. All right, so where the hell? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find this because I wanted to show you. Okay, there's SimAirport ramp base. Cargo cart, cargo container. Where would I have put this? Huh. Well, I wonder if this is the pieces. Yep, that's it. That's the piece I drew up. All right, there's the pieces I drew up. The question is, where's the frickin' big picture? SimAirport, bag cars, missing carts, 767F. Is this my freighter? Oh, I was tooting around with one of them. Huh. Oh well. I'll frickin' have to dig around here and look. I know I sent it to him. I know I did. So, oh, and of course, you're talking about, oh, I'm talking about, yeah, I'm sorry. I know that's real interesting. Back in the day, like 3 years ago, I took screenshots of the ramp piece for SimAirport. I took it into Microsoft Paint. I farted around with it for a while, and I created a cargo pad that looked like the real deal. And I took the baggage carts and modified them to look like the cargo carts. So you park them there and all that stuff. I did all this, and it's just a matter of where the hell did I maybe post that? And I was going to give you guys the link to it, but I mean, it's one thing to suggest stuff. It's another thing. You know, I actually did some work on creating artwork to go with it, and you know, that was a couple of years ago. So it's like, oh, you know, come on. How long is it going to take just to create cargo pads? But being able to watch individual bags go through baggage systems was more important. And we still don't have a fire station. Okay, let's see where we're at. We got $2.8 million. We are racking in the dough here, boys. And we're still not getting planes off the deck on time. We're close. They're fully loaded. That was 2 minutes late. That was 1 minute late. That was 1 minute late. Man, and B1, B2, B1. All right, so the planes on the damn B gates. Planes on the B gates are being a bitch. I give them an hour and a half. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't lengthen B1. All right, let's back his ass up then to like here. Okay. Gotta give them more time because apparently things are complicated. Okay, so that gives everybody an hour and 45 minutes if they're out on these gates. That should get it done. You gotta go your Zoom piano class. Okay. So, okay, are you still up in Seattle? How long are you in Seattle? Or up in the Pacific Northwest, whatever. Control sound on YouTube and on the screen, not buttons on the PC. The buttons on the PC control the sound card output volume, I would think, right? Or the speakers. They control the output volume to the speakers, I think. But I don't think the buttons on the computer control the volume within a app. Unless you set it up with hotkeys, excuse me. Okay, so here's this concept. Let's revisit this. We were talking about doing. Yeah, I know what we were talking about doing, but this is a concept. Stores are stores. We do stores. This will give us more room to do stores. Yeah, let's look at it that way. That's a positive, right? Hell. I don't know. Hey, you're up in the area. Drive over to Microsoft and slap Bill Gates in the face for all of us. Okay. So what we should be able to do here is all right, I don't want to blow up my concept art here. So if we go, let's just do it here then. Stupid. So how much space do we need? We want that. We'll put road all the way up to the gate. put crosswalk across the road. We'll put sidewalk underneath the road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five. So we know we're going to need sidewalk there. So then we need enough space to back up 4 tiles, which will be 5 tiles. Right. And then, so there's that. And then we need 4 by 8. Okay. Now we can start erasing some of the rest of this. Clear that out of the way. We need 4 by 8. Okay, so there's the road, which goes this way. We'll connect it here. All right, and then we need the bus stop deal. All right, but first I want to find where our... Okay, so there's that space, 10 by 10. You go away. You go away. Gate. Okay. So then we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. Like that. And we'll actually put the sliding doors in. I think. I don't think you put it here. You put it here. Huh. Maybe you could. We might need to make all this sidewalk. Yeah, we'll put the doors. Put the doors here. That'll work. Okay, so that takes us to the end of the building here. Okay, so there's 2 gates, and then we put gate 3 here. We continue the road here. We make sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 2 here. These 2 here. That there. That there. Okay, cool. Now, we know we need a gate agent desk here. Or here. We'll be fine. And, well, wait a minute. Well, let's think this through for 2 seconds, guys. We want to do the same thing here that we do with the other side. We want to create ventilation. What I mean by that is we want packs to have a way to GTFO. So we'll put that wall there. And we may have to do some rearranging over here. We need to move that first class lounge. That's in a crappy place. We could put it upstairs. That would be reasonable. We could build a massive first class lounge. We could tie it into this stairway right here too. So we got nothing better going on over here. We just build huge, huge first class lounge. Although that puts people kind of in the space there, doesn't it? So a better place. Well, no, we don't want to put them on that side of the hallway. We could put first class lounge upstairs here. Kitchen space. We're going to take the first class lounge space. We're going to turn the arcade to fill some of that space. Or shift the arcade over. Shift the kitchen over. And then we're going to put this vent space here. So we're going to put 2 tiles. So we need that space there. So we'll move the first class lounge upstairs. Where are you going to put the stairwell, dummy? Right here. Or over here. Somewhere. Okay. We'll move the first class lounge. We'll just shift the kitchen over to the first class lounge space. That's easy enough. Yeah, stuff. First class lounge. Pusha. People think they're special. Add a cafe in the lounge. I could add all kinds of stuff. Really, you know. All right, so planning, because failure to plan is planning to fail. Holy crap on a stick. Well, I can see. There we go. I caught up. Oh, it's 3:30. I was going to take a nap. Oops. Okay, so there's going to be our exit thingy. All right, so we're going to do boom, boom. I don't know how effective this is going to be, but we'll see. We'll try it. Simply because the packs have got to go this way, right? See, when they come in this way, well, I mean, they don't really blow through. It may work. For giggles, let's go ahead and just build some stuff there. While we're doing it, might as well do it right. Add there. Excuse me. We have a big ass kitchen. Maybe we'll add a cafe upstairs. We could link up to it. We'll expand our electric cabinet there a little bit too while we're at it. Okay, so we're getting the idea together here. We could just cut this off here. And in this space is where we move these restrooms. Aha. Aha. Wait, nope, wait. Fail. No, I think we need that whole width. We move the restrooms over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. We can put the restrooms on this wall. That'll work. Clear that space out. Okay, because we still got to add the bus stops in, right? So we need 4 by 8. And then there. All right, so there's our 3 bus stops. All right, so now we can get over here and clear this up. Because now we know we want taxiway across here. In theory, we could... No, we can't do it there. We could run taxiway like that. We could run taxiway like this to connect to that runway. 1, 2, 3. We don't need a runway that big. You know what? Screw it. All right. So what we need. That. Okay. Let's see here. There. Let's see, 150. And sweet, that kind of ties that together right there. All right, there's the expansion plan. Except, this isn't, damn it, Beavis. This is not how I want this to look. Crap. I wasn't going to have the secondary taxiway, that was the problem. Ugh. Maybe we'll fart around with that. Okay, so yeah, let's undo this. Okay, let me think on this here for a second. All right, so what we're going to do is have them served here. Underground fuel farm. Wait, hold on. A crew lounge. Why don't you connect that to the baggage claim instead of the main area? Yeah, that's a good point, but then it's going to be partial. It's going to be open to the new. Okay, sure, I like it. Nicholas Huffnagel gets the points for today. All right, so there's 1, 2. We don't need. We can expand this out a little bit more because I mean, you know, why? We'll just make the hallway here. So yeah. Let's just do that. Which actually we could have a drop in here too. I mean, this we'd be moving these machines, but we'll just move them over here. It's no big deal. I mean, it almost seems silly to do that, though, doesn't it? I might as well just line it up all the way out here, right? And just drop it in this way. Of course, I could expand baggage claim out this way because we're adding 3 new gates, so, and we're currently running 6 with 4 baggage carousels, so it would not hurt. Okay, I'm convinced. Do that. Electrical. What? Seriously? Stupid. Bump it up. Okay, what we may have to do here is take out these 3 guys. But what I think we want to do is put in another large fuel tank. What's our daily? No, because this is like still several days worth of fuel. So, that's 22 liters. That's 69. 20 liters. Could somebody pump out the stupid 2 liters? That's dumb. There's fuel coming out of the other tanks. Why not just get rid of the 16 liters? I mean, logically, there may be something in the very bottom of the tank, but... All right, this fixes the problem. Right? There. Okay, that's all taken care of. Sweet. All right, that resolves the fuel issue, which resolves my spacing issue here with this taxiway. Allows me to go to there with it. And the runway. Okay, so these taxiways, I mean these pads are going to go here. Like that. Okay? And then we will build, for giggles' sake, a road. It goes like this. We'll just make a little loop. We'll carry it over to this one. Right? Boom. All right, so there's our 6 new pads. Now, part of the issue was we wanted the taxiway. $140. That's a long ass runway. But it is what it is. Oops. Okay, cool. That'll be it for now. Until we buy this parcel of land, and then we'll fart around with that. So we don't need this. Okay. So now we got all this willy foo-foo crap over in here, which we're going to section off. That's going to become a big-ass kitchen. Well, now we don't have to move the kitchen at all. I don't have to do shite. Man, you gotta do shit in my mountain. You gotta do shit. We ain't gotta do a damn thing to this. We can just leave all that as it is. Screw it. That's easy enough. Although, now, well, I mean, it'd be kind of goofy to have restrooms here and restrooms right here, but that would allow us to move the restrooms here. And we can move the kitchen back here. That's what, 4 tiles across? It's got to be, right? 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yeah, that would be a thought. All right, let me just do some wall construction here just for giggles. And maybe we set up the first class lounge and, I don't know. I mean, we could turn this into cafe space and we could do all kinds of stuff. I do want, we will expand the electrical space here, so let's just do this real quick. Dismantle, root. Okay, yeah, I see you. All right, so then we just do that, fixes that. And then we're going to put a back door on here, which allows our guys to go into the building without going over this door, which is about to go away. So, swell. All swell that in swell, right? We move the tanks underground. We could do underground tanks. I kind of want to do more underground parking. Let's see what kind of money we're making off of parking, shall we? I think we shall. Infrastructure, no. Transportation. Parking, $3,200. Oh yeah, we can make a crap ton off of parking. So let's see what that offsets. Taxes 148K. Fuel we bought a bunch of. Airline fees. Staff. Ugh. Wait, our net. Am I reading that right? Oh, we made 472 grand on fuel. Sweet. I love it when a plan comes together. No wonder our bankroll is going up so quick. Okay, so with that said, let's cut the Willy Foo-Foo stiff. Let's build this bitch out like this. Like that. 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 And that. And go. Hell, we'd scale down the restrooms, but we could just move them right here. People hitting the arcade. That arcade's making bank. Hey, you know what? Kitchen needs to be bigger. We're going to serve more shiz. Alright, so let's... Alright, so we have a concept we're going to test here, right? That's the point of this exercise. We're testing a concept. And this will be for any of you guys to build basically a terminal space and then do this European stacking of gates, right? So... the only issue is do we do large gates? We could do the remote gates as large. Because I don't think this works. Unless we do these as like, oh, conceptually, I don't think this works otherwise. The remote gates are going to be large. That's it. That's settled. Pardon me. Large remote. Boom, boom, boom. Small. Standard gate. Yeah. Like that. Wait. Okay. Again, sidewalk first. Sidewalk. 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 Sidekick. It's Taco Tuesday, guys. Who's having tacos for dinner? I think I am. Okay, there's that. And then... Okay, there it is. It's like we're building our own whole new airfield over here. We're getting into the evening, which is good because then we'll be able to plan this stuff out. And construction worker types do I have? 15. Let's add some more. It's not built yet. All right, this is built though. This is good. So now we can dismantle this wall section here. And then we're going to security exits. Should they be down at this end of the hall or should they be? Maybe so. Oh, I see something. Hang on. We'll put them there. We could do these two as restrooms. Or 4x4. Expand the kitchen here. Do these as restrooms. Next to this, we lose a little bit of capacity, but not a ton. I mean, it's not terribly busy. It's going to get busy. It's going to get busier. I mean, then we could still go ahead and add more down here. And I still think we'll look at relocating the first class lounge and then moving the arcade over to that space. Excuse me. Okay, last flight's out. All right, we're going to drop in the old instant build feature. Demolish. Demolish. Taxiway. Road. Come down here. Demolish. Taxiway. There, that's good. All right, and that'll set us up. We just want to make sure those vehicles keep moving. Keep on moving with Twix. Yeah, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. That's sliding dough. One there. Hey. One there. One there. One there. One there. One there. One there. What? Yeah, no, we got this right. That's pending delete. There, 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 and off. Swell. We can dismantle that. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't want every single passenger to flood through baggage claim if they weren't going to baggage claim. That's why I was going to have them dump out in the hallway. Oh, what? You mean these restrooms? Yeah. I'm gonna move those. Those are getting moved. Those are getting moved, and then I think what we'll do is chop up the arcade. We'll get rid of the first class lounge. We'll move it upstairs or somewhere else. We'll chop the arcade. We're going to move the arcade into the space that was the first class lounge. Split this across here, enlarge the kitchen. Then this will be a restroom, and then this will be a restroom. And I'll add additional restroom capacity as opposed to reducing it. Excuse me. So we'll do that. We'll dismantle this wall. Dismantle this wall. Arcade could have a crap ton of space. We could actually have a shop and then maybe put the arcade in. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so there's A1, 2, and 3. A4, 5, and 6. And then this is going to be A7, A8. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. A9. Cool. Now, what's this thing? Experimental switch mode? What is that? Is playing at 144p. What, the video playback is playing at 144p? It's because I got so much construction going on. And I'm zoomed in, probably. Yeah, okay. We're not dropping frames there. Excellent connection here. Yeah, that's what it is. It switches. It's at 144 or 1440. I don't. It's because of construction, I'm sure. Okay. There's the construction. Complete. Construction complete. We can dismantle this wall section here. And that's good to go. It switches for your Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Okay. How do I want to deal with this? Excuse me. Actually, I could just kind of switch stuff around. I could move electrical over behind the first class lounge, move the kitchen to where electrical is, or move maintenance to electrical. Nah, I want to make the, well, it would be bigger in the maintenance space. And then do one restroom here and the other restroom here. That would work. Then I wouldn't have to move the arcade. Okay, let's see here. What we need are gate agent desks. One, two, three. Pardon me. Okay. It breaks that up. Cool. All right, looks good to me. I'll need to do a bunch of queue lines and then seats. Nuts. But I think we're going to do that next time because I was going to quit at 3 o'clock and it's 4. So we're looking pretty good, and we have a plan. So airport is expanding. Actually, we can ditch, ding dong ditch that. We do still need to upgrade this. We'll go ahead and put the upgrade orders in. ILS can go way down here at the edge of the screen. And the peppy. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, oops. Okay, there, the runway upgrade's taken care of. If I had to choose between a cat and a dog, which would I choose? Okay, so I love both cats and dogs. Cats are dicks. You know, I love kittens. I mean, cats. Some cats are cool, but generally, cats are dicks. Um, Dog wise, I hate small yappy dogs. Chihuahuas and dachshunds are my least favorite. I'm not a big fan of mutts. I like bigger dogs, but corgis are my favorite. So, um, the answer to your question is I grew up with both a dog and a cat, so I like them both. I have an apartment, and it's not realistic for me to have. I mean, I could have a cat, but cats are dicks. Especially if you're a model railroader, you don't want cats around. Um, because, you know, they like to knock things off of everywhere and get places that they don't need to be because they're dicks. Um, so I would like to have a dog, but to have a pet, you have to, it's like an additional $300 deposit. And then you got to pay like, 40 extra bucks a month, I think. It's insane. Plus all the vet bills and food and all that shit. I just don't have money for a pet. And it's not fair to leave them stuck in the apartment all day while I'm out working, right? That doesn't make sense. You know, dogs need a yard to run around in and poop in and all that stuff, dig and do what dogs do. So, yeah, Just I don't have either. I don't have a dog or a cat. Well, I like them both for the most part. Excuse me, because like I said, cats are dicks when they want to be. Now I see a change. I think I'm going to make on our next deal. That's going to be to move this hangar. I don't want it within wing clipping distance of this taxiway. So what we'll probably do is reposition it over here. So let me just make a little mental note. 14 by 25. There. We'll reposition it over there. We'll probably need to, in fact, that's kind of dumb thinking about it. Probably going to need to build another one here. I'm quite sure we're going to need to build another one there. Unless we build it over here somewhere. Which probably isn't a terribly bad idea either. We've got the room for it. We could add one additional tile of taxiway. We can't build there. We can build here. And then we could build two that. Hanger. Whoa. Just fits. Huh. How about that? Move that door over here. That's easy enough. And then we'll have room for like another smaller hanger. We can do a little like service road along here. Wait a minute. We may not. Oh yeah, we do. It's 10 deep. So we'd have to just put it directly onto the, that'd be a medium hanger, which is 14 by 10, I think. Try 16 by 10, genius. Yeah. So, and then we can put our baggage depot here. Like that. Probably have 5 baggage carts. We'll probably build another hangar, like I said, over here. Because we got to have shuttle buses and, excuse me, that's going to put us in wing clipping distance. Not a big fan. So we may have to do, yeah, 25 by 14 there. And then we may put smaller, 14 by 10. May put smaller hangers here and here. Yeah. There we go. That should give us plenty of vehicle support. Because we want like a medium hangar for 3 buses. And then we need, in theory, 3 to 6 fuel trucks. And then I think we want at least 10 new baggage carts. Right? Hey, Justin Corman, what's going on? Well, cats, I mean, cats, that's what cats do. They sleep all day. So, anyway, all right. So there's a whole bunch of changes for next time as we'll plod on. Work on this airport, and then we may add some more additional underground parking because that sounds like a cool idea. We could extend some of it this way. We could extend it this way. If I, oh, excuse me. If I just made a couple of little adjustments, if we move that road back 2 tiles that way, then we could clear this pipeline. Then we could have all kinds of underground parking through here. That would be cool. All right. So that's the deal, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. And we learned something. We worked together and we learned something. So don't forget my Steam library is available on Discord. The Discord page I will put up here in a minute. It's a-train underscore or a-train space games. Look me up on Discord. There's my page. If you want to go look at the games I have, it'll be available on there for you to peruse and make requests or suggestions as to what you might like to see in future videos. So, Alex just got here, Justin just got here, and I'm getting done. So make sure you like the video. We all learned something today. We learned how to build an underground car park, and we learned how to square away the transiting of people across the road to get into another building by putting sidewalk under the road. Then you put the road piece in, then you put crosswalk across top of it. You don't have to put the crosswalk, but that just makes it look better. We did the underground car park, and we've found ways to expand the airport. And you guys seem interested in my scenario, so I'm going to keep playing around with that, play testing it, making sure if I can't do it, then there's no point, because I got to be able to beat my own scenario. So, follow us on Twitch at a_train_games, and on Discord at a-train space games. And your financial support is greatly appreciated, because I get no money from YouTube for the hundreds of hours of videos I've put up. PayPal.me/atraingames or at a_train on Patreon. So appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.